And what year were you born, Russ?
1934.
Do you remember December 7th, 1941?
December 7th, 1941, a day of infamy. Even as Japanese diplomats were conferring with Secretary of State Hull on peace measures, Nipponese planes were swooping down on Pearl Harbor. Within hours, the United States declared war.
Yes.
What do you remember about that?
Everybody was upset that Sunday morning. My parents were, everybody, my neighbors, everybody. I didn't have that much thought pattern about it, but the war was going on, and the war started. So, yeah, there was conversation, but the conversation, I think, for the public was very late, because the news media wasn't like it is today. Things that happened on a Saturday in November might not get back to the United States until Saturday in December.
Right, right.
And it wasn't just all cut and dry. It was taken care of so that the bad stuff didn't come creeping in during the war.
Do you remember in the house itself, did you guys have rations? Do you remember rations or getting cans or any of that stuff?
Oh yeah, that was the rationing of food, gasoline. If you had a car and you needed gas, you could go in your car if you had a job that you had to get to with that car. You got a stamp, ABC stamp, and my dad never went in the service because he was working for Blackstone, and they were making radiators and all that stuff for all the tanks and trucks, and he worked on all of that stuff when he was down there.
So it was that was an essential defense business, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When the war ended in 1945, I know Jamestown had celebrations. Were you part of that? Do you remember any of that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Vast throngs of grateful, happy people celebrate the end of fighting, the dawn of peace. 2 million New Yorkers jam Times Square. It's official. It's all over. It's total victory.
Do you remember?
All Jamestown, the whole city was down I think in downtown Jamestown. There was more people walking around and hugging and kissing and everything, just because the war was over.
The bells ringing, the church bells
Oh
ringing?
gosh, yes, yeah. It was a lot of fun because I was still a kid.
Yeah. Wishing you were a little bit older, you know, than the hugging and kissing. I get it.